podcast.
Okay.
We're gonna start this podcast. We are off the clock. We are off the clock with Mo.
Yes.
And today I had the greatest and one of the best opportunities to have one of the best interviews that I think that I'm gonna have today with my fellow man here, Sharad. He taught me a lot when it comes to changing mindsets of others, changing mindsets of yourself, having a different way of thinking.
Yes, sir.
You know, before I ran across this guy, I always felt that it was either my way or nobody's way.
Yes, sir.
You know, but this guy has really taught me what it was to be, to really be able to touch other people.
Yes.
You know, through your mindset. You know, from de-escalating, just conversating. You know, through a whole lot of other ways other than just because I said so. So I'd like everybody to welcome my man, my guy, Sharad.
Hello, world. Hello, Detroit. Like you said, my boy Dilla. Yes, Detroit.
Yeah.
We came from a long way, too. And I thank God for meeting him, though, bring him my way that we crossed paths with each other. And we did. We learned a lot from each other. Learned a lot. And we met each other through the juvenile system that I worked 20 years there. And I think you worked, how many years you worked there?
I did like 7 years there.
Yeah,
I did like 7 years there. And I mean, probably the first, I think I learned a little bit from everybody, but I really grew into it once I crossed your path into it, because you was a manager and I came in over there as a supervisor, and where we came into was did nobody want to be there.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be there. People would stay at their current position before they took a promotion to going to this particular facility. You know, my only thing was I didn't want to work the day shift. I wanted to work the afternoon shift.
Right.
And they told me it was afternoon shift was available, and I was there, and I welcomed the challenge. And I remember the first day I got there, I don't know, because my eyes was wide open, I was so green or whatever it was, but I walked around this whole damn building talking to everybody. And I remember you saying, "Who taught you? Who trained you?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Nobody. I just walked around the whole facility."
Yes, sir. That's true. And you know, he did. He came in and everything too. I can tell he was a good character, funny guy, stuff like that. You know, he probably heard stories about Sharad. A lot of people heard stories of Sharad, or fear of Sharad, probably from the way where I come from, the background, street person, 200% street person and things. But how God had turned my life around, and I had to give back. I wanted to give back to the kids. And the thing is that I ordered and talked with the Lord for 5 steps. I written on a piece of paper that what I would like to do in life. And what happened through life, he did. He got me into the juvenile, the spectrum juvenile, it's called Calumet and things like that. I got started, and I was there for the kids. But good grace of God, I'll tell you something. A lot of staff and people was not for the kids. And through the years, we go on and on and things like that. We started off with staff, and we had to grow. You had to learn the program, learn the policy procedure, and you had to learn people. See, the kids wasn't the problem. Because we know why the kids there. We know why the kids there. Some people didn't know the motive why the kids there. They didn't care. Me and Dilla came across some funny kids. We had some fun with these kids. The expressions they put on the face and what they did. It was a good thing that how we had taught each other and how we learned and how we had to listen to the kids. And wow, we call them residents and things, because some of them was grown and some of them was, some of them was younger, some of them was adults and things like that. We was getting ready for the real world, that when they committed higher crime. And about life, about that, into the juvenile system and everything too. You say life ain't fair, and the kids say it ain't fair. But the thing was that I had to be me, but nobody but me. I had to listen what I wanted to listen to, because I couldn't listen with some of the people there, because some of the people there had no heart with them kids.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
They were scared of the kids.
Yeah, they were scared of the kids, man. And I gotta, Cause before I got there, you know, I had went to school, got my bachelor's degree. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna change the whole motherfucking world. I ended up getting into a police department as a reserve police officer, and my whole thing was I'm gonna change the world. I want everything to change. I want to be the betterment of every goddamn thing.
That's right.
You know, but it don't work that damn way. It don't work that way.
No.
When you being called a ham, which I found out that meant a hot ass mess. I was a ham. I was lame. I was this. I was that. And you know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of a thick skin. You gotta really have a thick skin to deal with these kids. You gotta take a thick skin to deal with these people on the streets. It take a thick skin to whereas you don't lose your personal mindset.
Yes.
But the one thing that you have to do is that you have to accept who you are and also be able and be willing to change who you are too, because the best version of you is not of you when you first walk in this building.
That's right.
The best version of you is while you're in this building.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in that building and them doors is locking and you have these therapy sessions going on and you got these kids going through shit. These kids is dealing with parents dying, siblings dying, people going on with their life and they ain't a part of this life. And you are their main target for everything.
Everything. The dog got killed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's your fault.
Right, it's your fault. So as he was saying, his masterpiece would say all the kids would say it's your fault. Nobody but your fault. You just targeted. But see, the thing was that before you come to the job, you had to leave your feelings outside.
Yes.
And a lot of the staff then thought it just was a job. They wasn't really there for to teach the kids. And really, they didn't know behind them doors, like you said, closed door, it was a beast. And it's called 1A. The door, once you get behind 1A, I remember the first day I went, got me a 1A. And when I got down to the pods, it's called 1 and 2, and the rest of them was like numbers 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2 was just the detention pod first. And the detention pod was, whoo, oh my God, he had all kinds of there. Sex offender, murders, carjacks, assault, everything. Excuse me, Ted, you have mental kids. They were just mental. They took all the mental kids and stuff like that. And no one, because I think I was like 390 then, big guy. And I wasn't no soft guy. You got a lot of people 390, one about being soft, but you couldn't poke me. Because they tried to poke me and everything too. And I'm ready, I didn't know. I read this kid say something to you, you just fat. I said, nigga, your mama fat. What you say about my mama? And they get up and everything, they'll put up their fence and what you trying to do, I said, man. I said, hey, they said, meet me in my room. Man, I meet them in the room, man, bumping with my stomach. And they start laughing, hey, Mr. Sherrod, where you come from? I said, east side of Detroit, the rough part of Detroit. And at the time that I was living things like that, Detroit just a wonderful city. But into the juvenile, we needed people, like Dilla just said. You got it. It's not the job. It was not for everybody.
No.
Your skin got to be tough. It didn't bother me. Down the line, I would tell you why I had things when I was raised and how I was incarcerated and things like that. It's nothing bad. It was bad at the time, but it turned out to be good. Because I'm here. Praise God, I'm here with my guy Dilla.
You know, it's crazy. You know, society has a way of, as they say, throwing away the key.
Oh.
And just letting you fall to the wayside. But like you just said not too long ago was you was incarcerated at one time.
Yes.
So you knew what it felt like to be where they was at behind them closed doors.
Oh yes.
Vice versa. I've never been incarcerated. I never knew what it felt like to be behind them closed doors. But I knew what it felt like to never be behind them closed doors, and I want you to feel that same way too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, and I know what decisions, I knew what decisions that I made that could have got me behind them closed doors to like, yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But every every way possible is always something to gain from somebody. If you did time, well, shit, it's time to listen to what you did that got you in here.
Yeah.
I ain't never did no time. You may want to listen to this person right here who ain't never did no. Don't mean I ain't made no mistakes that could have got me that time.
That's right.
But I also learned from those mistakes that I ain't gonna do this shit no goddamn more.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And as he said too, you know, through life we make the choices. I made the choices, man. And here's the thing, I tell you, it's not, you know, the kids get come from broken home, raising themselves and everything too. In my case, it was never like that, things like that too. I came from a family, to say 12, big family of 12, and that raised by my mother and father, wonderful. We wasn't rich and we wasn't poor. Father made it the way, so we made choices.
So which number child was you of all the children?
Number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah, number 10. I was number 10. Still was a baby, and still I acted older than some of them because they taught me. Some of the older brothers taught me. They taught me how to get through life.
So what era did you come up in Detroit? Because I knew the era that I came up in, which I came up in the era between Inkster and Taylor, was the crack epidemic. It's the time I came. It's when I was a teenager. Matter of fact, a little younger than a teenager. I was born in 75, so come 85, 88, crack hit the streets real hard.
Yeah,
so which era did you come up in?
I was grown, yeah, man. I was grown. I come from the era of 1965. I come from the era of East Side Detroit, home of the best friends. Hello world, homes of the best friends. Maserati Rick, Big James, Chambers Brothers, Butch Jones, Young Boys Incorporation, IDI Forever, Pony Down, and Sacrifice and things. That's Detroit, the rougher side. Mac, I come from Gresham in the Sheridan area. And Gresham was there, East Warren was there, Mac Avenue was there. I come from right there in the center of the direct of East Side. And went to school, Cadam High School first, the worst school was, in Detroit. Mother did the Will Smith on me, sent me to Northeastern.
Shit, did the Will Smith to you?
You're going to live with your grandma. Go to different school. I say, oh man. So to get back to everything, I'm gonna tie it to you so you understand that. Went on to Northeastern High School. Now, wow, that school was like really. A lot of people too young to know about the. It was a lot of bakeries, old poor rundown area and stuff, and through the area. It was like a poor school. I went to the school and everything from when I'm not this far from them. I looked rich and clean. Oh man! So you had the Brewster Projects. Whew, oh my God, Brewster Projects. That's where the Young Boys Corporate group. My older brother went to school and played basketball and sports, and then you had the Diggs Project. So they was all coming.
So what was the Brewster's Projects actually like back then?
Let me tell you what like then. I called myself liking a girl. And you go over there to the girl, 35 people come out the house and chase you. Then it was just violence. Violence everywhere. I mean, gunslinging, but it was like, you had to know somebody to get through there and things like that. Drugs. Oh man, money. You can make $1 to $50 in 30 seconds and things like that. Bruce Projects was just worse. Poor environment. It was a really poor environment. In the world that you thought that only for 4 or 5 people sitting in it, but it was like 13, 14 people in a house seat on the floors and everything.
Now, is that what Diana Ross was from?
Yes. Poor. Dirty Diana. That's he said. He right. Dirty Diana. I'm sorry. It's not to put nobody down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Diana came from there and things like that. And here's what I'm saying. I come from a poor environment over there too, and things like I like giving back to the neighborhood and things like that. We was wrong what we did and things, but my goal to the young men, to the juvenile, giving back. You got a lot of people come from Detroit, they don't give back and they don't even care. They say get it to make it. It wasn't about no fake it to make it. So that's where it landed. I landed myself into, hey, I finished school. They made sure that. I did everything I was supposed to finish school. But I seen something. That my older brother then was.
So you graduated high school?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Sir. Yes, I did. My father did not play, man. His hands was. Oh man, Dill, we say about your hands, boy. We say about Dill's hands. My father wears size 22 in the shoes, and I felt them size 22. So, and I had a nice mother or two that made sure. My father never believed had so much confidence in me. He said I was gonna be. This is my own father said you're gonna be like the other brothers. Then you're gonna be. This gonna happen to you. That gonna happen to you. And I said I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I proved them wrong. I graduated from high school. So you know I did. Told her I'm finna go to college and all this and that. I did. Went to college for 1 week.
Which college did you go to for 1 week?
Wow. I went down to Alabama.
Okay.
Got a nice scholarship for football.
For football?
Yeah, I got a nice scholarship.
What position?
Oh man, I thought listen to this real good. Thought I was gonna be the running back. They ran me back. I thought I would be running back because back in Alabama in '85 was big cornbread fed, big. No prejudice, just saying the white corn country boys too. One hit me on a Sunday. No, we practiced, I think it was on a Friday, he hit me. I ain't wake up to Sunday. and I wanted to get up and do the trust out and start fighting and things like that. But then in two down we was talking about it's gonna lead to how I got incarcerated. As by then I said, okay, so enough's enough, I'm going back home.
So what year did you get incarcerated?
I got incarcerated 19. Now I'm gonna tell you this thing because I don't try to remember because I was found innocent. But here's the thing: but it took 16 years to get not innocent. But I think 1991.
Was that up here or in Alabama?
That's in Detroit.
You was incarcerated in Detroit?
No, I was incarcerated. You were for Jackson prison for 5 years.
In Jackson?
For 5 years.
5 years? What was it like? Because then Jackson was the main prison in Michigan. Like compared to today, Jackson is just a prison to hold you, to send you elsewhere. But back then, Jackson was the prison that would say, this is where you at for X amount of years.
Yes, Lord, because first of all, you got to go to quarantine before you get behind the walls. It's called behind the walls. And behind the walls, that's where they put you in different sections. You know, the rape section, say sex offender section. Sex offenders, they put you in with the murder. People got life and life and life. I got there and everything quarantine and things. You're supposed to stay in quarantine because you're young in age, so you can get yourself ready and things like that. They threw me out of there. They threw me out of there quickly and put me behind the wall. They said, okay, let's end this like quickly. That's what they thought.
Yeah.
And see, they thought, and the thing is that you had to have it. I don't care, and I'd be honest with you. You can be the biggest and the better and stronger, but you got to know how to survive. You got to know when to talk, shut your mouth, and watch when the enemies and the predators try to come your way. And you got to show some realness and toughness, as a lot of people did. 85% did. 85% did. You know, I got tried plenty of times, tried. But hey, I can tell you this: no matter how they try, they couldn't stop me now. Because the thing is, I wasn't proud enough about nothing about that then. After I did 5 years, I thought I was gonna get out on the case. I was geek happy. It was terrible.
So what was it like your very first night?
Oh my God.
In Jackson. What was that night like in Jackson when Jackson was an actual prison and not just a holding prison to send you somewhere else?
Well, what it was like, because I was supposed to be sentenced straight to the Fed. Okay? And I knew when they told me about the Fed, they said that's ice cream. You could dress up, be shy back in the day. Right. But the judge, our paper got mixed up. When they started going to Jackson, man, hey man, this I kept real. I didn't cry nothing like that, man. But I did have going crazy, having seizures in the mouth of I don't want to be here. I ain't supposed to be here. Man, that they putting cases and things on me and said how it took them 3 years to really. It took them 3 years to really to recognize that I ain't supposed to be there, but they still made me do 5 years of things for I got in trouble, a lot of trouble in there. I was scared.
So you did your whole time in Jackson?
No.
So you did 5 years in Jackson?
Yes.
And then you did how much time you do in total?
11. I did 16 altogether.
So you did the rest of your time where at?
I did 11 years, man, in the Fed in San Diego.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
So what was it? That was a Fed prison. So what was that prison like compared to Jackson or State Prison?
Wow, state prisons are very dope and dangerous, and makes us a thing because you deal with guys got natural life, don't care. And I ran into a guy and things like that, big guy and things like you say was scared. I came in and this is you know you look at these movies and the movies be real. When they talk about you want your cornbread, and you want to, that's real. Y'all crack jokes and laugh all you want to. See, a lot of guys perpetrate a lot of pump and fake to fake. A lot of guys like had a lot of things taken away from them. And then I knew I set myself in my car and said nothing's gonna be taken away, but you're gonna take this life. But the thing is, the difference is in the state prison. Oh no, man, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's nightmare. Everything goes. Everything goes. You gotta be in the gang and be in this net. No gang for sure, right? I joined no gang. Got no fear. Every gang came after this net. The only one was a good friend. Man, was the Mobites and that was the Muslim. They was good friends to me. And good friends to me.
But the Muslim wasn't no gang?
Yeah.
Because the Muslim I looked at as a gang as well. I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
No, they wasn't a gang because there's a Muslim gang out here now.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't bought a bean pie in a while. I don't know. I don't know. I just know. If you're asking me, I can only tell you from what I've seen, say like on TV, on like on Eyes or some shit like that. I just imagine that, being in a prison setting, that you either with the white folks, you with the black folks, you with this gang, you with that gang, or you with that religion.
I like what you said. Because a lot of guys come in for protection.
Yeah.
They come in for the gang. I came in there, and I came in there, man, and things I had. The things like you already know. First, when you touch down quarantine, you already know. Everybody know who you is. Behind the walls, they still know who you is.
Mm-hmm.
That you in there, that you did something to their people. Everybody know.
Yeah.
But you had that mindset. Yeah, if you don't have the mindset to be strong, all this and that, and things like that, man. And the thing is, what it is, like you said, the gang. I'm sorry, yeah. You're gonna join. They'll say, oh, you're gonna join my gang, all this and that, and I left. You're gonna join. No, Muslim is a religion. Say religion is scared. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you had Mobites, things like that, and they studied by Chrome and things like that, and they still had to eat and still control the environment. Things like that with no gang. But to you, you look on the outside, you think it was a gang. That's why I asked you: is Christianity their gang?
I mean, if you go to prison, you gotta be a part of Christianity. I guess they are.
Wow, how? See, my brother too. You had to think. No.
I don't know. I never been in a prison setting. I mean, I imagine if I was in a prison setting, and they say I was Christian, I am Christian or Baptist or whatnot, and they say, all right, all the Baptists and Christians is over here. Well, shit, I know I ain't no Crip. I know I ain't no Blood. I know I ain't no Vice Lord. I know I ain't no what's the M13.
Every game.
You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't all these games, but you say Baptists and Christians come over here. I guess I'm over here.
So here's this thing though. I like what you said and things like that. That's true. You're saying all the things is true, but you got to understand this. Though. You got to understand this. That it is 20, 30 games and things. Them guys got life. They got life. You think they care?
Mm-hmm.
If you care about you or me, when they have their girlfriends and their boyfriend, all this and this and that, you got to know when and where. I know my man ain't gonna be that. And they man, oh yes, we gonna bust him down.
Yeah.
I'm strong. I was strong. God gave me the strength and strong. But the thing is, you're right.
Did they try you?
Come on, man. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yes, they tried.
Okay.
I mean, they just every game came around and tried. When I got in there and things like that, it's people you know, but I got something to tell you. I got to share. Beware. Once you go to jail, your own daddy will try to rape you, try to seduce you. Beware. I don't seen it. That happened. I ran into friends and things. There was a killer out in the street. A killer. I mean, they did play out here in the street with me and things like that. And there, that's what up, though, Marty. His voice changed. Oh, Marty been got. Marty told me, he said, Marty said, you you got like that? Marty. So I call myself, like you said, and some of the guys that know who I am, and they say step back. I can't do step back. It's one. So I mean, brothers, and that. Listen, they said I want you to pay attention to what I'm telling you, and then we'll move on from there and continue. They said this is my boy. All the time, man. I was a piece of behind, and they mad. I'm gonna be a piece of man. I ain't like Roy really like in the street.
Yeah.
Nah, he got his army, all this and that. So the real story to right, man. I'm thinking, hey, man, thank you for being cool.
So you said you did 11 years.
I did 16.
16 years. So now your 16th year has come up. They yell out, Rod, come on out. You get your shit. You pack your shit up. You walk out to the intake. Well, I guess it's outtake now. And you walk out to the free world for the first time.
Wow.
What is that like, walking out to the free world for the first time after 16 years?
So what's really like? First of all, conspiracy. It was conspiracy. Everybody got to understand what conspiracy is. Conspiracy is the worst thing to be charged on your life. It's worse than murder.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse than dope on you. It's worse than killing somebody, because conspiracy, they can hold you. That's what they was holding me for. Conspiracy. Okay? Laundry this, murder this, saying this person disappearing this, and I was going for parole every 4 years that time. I went 4 years.
So for those that don't know, what is conspiracy?
Whew. Conspiracy is that how the government, let's say the state government, and think that you was around that time laundering money around. You was the time when the murders had. You was around the time people just come up missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's conspiracy. But it's more conspiracy. Conspiracy could be them are three big main examples that I was in for. People was in there for frauding with cars, credit cards.
So would conspiracy be like saying, for example, I got a car, and you see me, and then you say, hey, give me a ride. I say, okay, I'll give you a ride. Take you to the bank. You say, take me to the bank. I take you to the bank. You go rob the bank, get back in my car, and I take off. Would that be considered conspiracy?
No.
Or would that be accessory?
It'd be an accessory too, thing to prove to guilty. But a lot of that, a little bit, we're tied into that too. You were with them. At that time, you were with them. You had to buy 2 or 3 lawyers. Oh, I was with them. I'm just getting you right. It happened to me once and this and that, but I think you're right. But now the conspiracy started and everything too. Then when they take pictures and put you in places, then when they take pictures and put you in places, I was at them places. I was out there with you.
So that's more like so that would be more like on the mob side, like a RICO act.
No, ain't no mob side to that. Ain't no mob. That was the mob saying I'd be out of there. And they said, get this guy out, Al Capone, cuz. No, it's not that. It's just that we can hold you.
Yeah.
First of all, they had for the law that's changed. The law really changed now, because they supposed to hold you a certain amount of time and this and that, though, until you break. They want the system wants you to break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I confess. I did all that. I did then we're gonna give you a lesson. They're gonna lie to you. I just listen. At the death of brothers and things like that, kept hearing, and the death of brothers and everything, that's kept also. I'm gonna wait. I saw a guy getting out. What gave me hope, I saw a guy getting out for 4 years. To answer your question, I went from a 13 years. He said I was gonna get out. Oh yeah. Every time I walked up to the board to get released, and all you had to do, I would walk in, cross the line, and state my name number and walk out. And they like, Mr. Rock, no, 4 years. And the other 4K. And they told me 13 years, you're gonna realize it. Yeah. Then told me, sit down. I told my story to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That when I don't kill, I don't hurt kids. I don't hurt kids.
Yeah.
I could have got that movie from Al Pacino. I don't hurt kids.
Right.
And that what got me out here today. And the thing is, though, you asked the question, when I first stepped out of to the real world, everything changed. No friends, nobody, but my family, brothers and sisters, they were still there. A couple of my best friends was there. And it was different, like an animal. An animal I was. Yeah, a real bird. I couldn't understand. And I didn't never think about getting into the streets and things like that. I had support. I did think about getting back into the streets and things like that, but a couple friends showed me. They showed me that, wow, when on the outside, you have to understand life about this too. You know, nobody owe you nothing. Nobody's supposed to give you nothing. You're supposed to get out and get it. So when I got back out, out and the first thing, he had to, when they told me all charges, I dropped. I had nothing on my record. I don't even have no records. Nothing like that. I was making all kinds of faces. I started dancing and everything. You know, I started jitting and everything too. Then I started doing Earl Fully and everything. You know, they was like, wow, nothing, told you. But, so I said to myself that I did get back out. I did mess with the street. My baby brother was still doing his thing on top of stuff like that. Still had his thing in place. And it came over me. I said, man, I'm gonna get me a job. I went and got me a job. And when I was coming out the things, everybody was afraid. And they still was like that. I wasn't afraid. They was afraid of me.
So when you get out, how hard or how difficult was it for you to get back into regular society? To where it's not, there's nobody telling you to wake up, nobody telling you when to eat, no one telling you when to sleep, no one telling you when to shower, no one telling you rec time. What was it like finally being out there after 16 years and you being responsible for yourself?
Ooh, man, that's it, man. First, man, I wouldn't go nowhere. I sat at the house for a minute and stuff, my brother and had bad dreams. You have bad dreams, bro, because I don't have them really now, but some days I do, because all you can hear, shut gate 5 in your mind. The prison life's gonna still be with you. So
Yeah.
The difference was that, man, they trusted nobody at that time. They trusted my family, stuff like that. And it was like, it wasn't horrible, nothing like that. It was like, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm out. And you got me right. I would get up some morning rising up. Yes. State your number. And then I would say, I don't have no number no more. And they say, state your number. No. And what it felt like and things like that. It was a good feeling when I first got out and everything too. And then you still gotta get used to society. Everything changed. When they take you around, you go, man, I remember this, everything closed and everything turned different.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, your brain is an animal. And I hate to say it like that because you doing like a gorilla would do. You're doing, and getting to thinking. But the support system was there. And it was telling me this and that, don't try to do this, don't try to do that. So I got try to get back into the game with my little baby brother that he set to play and stuff like that. And the job I had, I was at that job, man. I got to that job, man, it was a laundry job. I made it to a supervisor. I was a supervisor, boss, a big boss. So
Okay.
You know how I acted then. I was crazy then, but they was afraid of me. A lot of white people afraid of me and things. I said, no, I believe in doing things right. I ain't gonna let nobody. As Director Stewart would tell you, that's what I said, I really did love that guy, Director Stewart from the Calumet, because he took the time to understand me. And I don't know if you got a chance, I would not let nobody do nobody wrong.
Yeah.
And that's when we talk about the other co-worker, child, or do people wrong. And they put it in a nice way, say, excuse me, they say, we gotta let you go. They gave me my 5 weeks vacation, stuff like this. I went to church. I turned myself to the Lord.
Okay.
And I went to church and started going to church and everything too. And you had the pastor wife, she told me, it was a while, she was praying, coming. She said, Roy, go to this place, they hire, and they're gonna hire you. Shouldn't have prayed. I mean, I ain't had a record. I
Yeah.
You know, be scared. And they told me about 330 Glendale, Hyde Park. I went over there to the 330 Glendale, Hyde Park. Man, it was a line from here around the corner.
Wow.
And they was only paying $7, $8 at the time, $88. And I think I pulled number 130. There's a guy, Mr. Boston, came out, looked at me. Hey, you! Come in. I'm sitting there, the big guy trying to stand. I said, come on in. He was like, the guy's like, who you know? And I was like, man, I've been out all the time. Man, who did? Went in there for the interview. The guy that Big Luke's arrested, so Big Luke Elephant, my guy, Big Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Moore and Mr. Qualls. Oh my God, preacher Paul Qualls. And they brought me in for the interview, man. I was in the interview for 2 minutes.
What? 2 minutes?
They said you hire.
Wow.
They said you hire. And Miss Moore said that she's stuttering. She's pretty. He got no spirit. They said, we know we're doing Miss Moore. And I told you I won't regret this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really want the job. So I walked down the hallway. As I walked down the hallway, big guy too, name was Luke, Big Luke, I tell you, he walked down the hallway, real big too, was crowd, and he bumped into me, my shoulder and stuff like that, and I know intention whatever. I turned around and said, what's up, man? He said, what's up with you, man? And he said, I know you. I said, I know you. I said, you know me. Sherrod? I said, he said, man, what? They doing got a killer and a murder in my building. I said, man, what they do got a gangbanger and a robbery? We both started laughing and we collaborated.
Yeah.
He brought me in and I was his man at County. My staff hated me. I didn't care about them.
Right.
I was getting money. I cared about the kids.
Yeah.
The kids, and man, you knew that. You seen that too.
Yeah.
We did so much. We cared about the kids. And from there on, everything too, man, I went to work every day, did it for 4 years, 16 hours.
Man, on the flip end of that, I never did no time, but I did my own time per se, because
What time you do?
I ain't never do no prison time.
Oh.
But I did lifetime.
What, man?
You know, cause it may have been paper rocks. I don't know, but I do know at one point I used to work for GM.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I used to work for GM, and I was doing 5 days a week, 12 hours. On the 6th day, it was 8 hours.
Right.
And this was the time when the housing crisis was going on and the big three was going under. And I knew it was a chance that I may not. Is the chance either I may get this job at GM permanently,
Right.
or I may lose it.
Okay.
And I lost it just because it wasn't no fault that I didn't do the job. It just shit. It was the way the economy was at the time. I lost the job, got the job at Avis Rental Car.
Okay.
I went from making $23 an hour to making $9.50.
Yes, sir. Wow.
And then with the whole, like I said, with the big three crisis, I think GM or Ford owned Avis.
Right.
And I got laid off from that job. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to school.
Right.
I'm gonna go to school and get my degree, because next time somebody tell me I lost my job, there ain't no way in the world I can't get back into the same field.
That's right. You got, yes, sir. Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
so I went to school, and at this time I'm married. I got kids.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, nigga. I barely got a pot to piss in. The kids barely got a window to throw the shit out of.
Right.
You know, and I ended up getting this job with this guy that take people to their doctor appointments at the transportation company, making $8 an hour. So I done went from $23 to $9.50 to $8, and then somewhere down the road I ended up getting a raise to $8.50.
Right.
And I'm raising the family on this salary.
Right.
I'm raising the family on this salary. I done moved. Shit. How that motherfucker Pac say back in the day? Got evicted from the burbs.
Yeah.
I got evicted from the burbs. I was living in Belleville.
Okay.
Got evicted from the burbs. Went to Inkster, lived with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Kids went to to their kids and my wife went to their grandparents and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dog left you too?
I ain't had a dog then.
Oh,
So I ended up, finishing school. My then wife at the time found this house in Ecorse.
what you mean, Zen wife?
I'm not married no more.
What's Zen? What, I mean, explain why.
I'm divorced now.
So you got
Then
divorced.
she was my wife.
Okay.
Now she's not.
Oh, you a
So
rapper?
then my wife.
You a rapper?
I mean, I could be without the lyrics.
Okay.
So you get this job at $8.50 an hour, and
What job is that though?
it was a transportation job to where it takes where it takes you to your doctor's appointments.
Okay.
People that's been like in car accidents or whatever, where your insurance pay for your transportation.
Yeah.
I was doing that for $8.50, and I was going to school.
Uh-huh.
I was going to school, so I would be in school. I would do the job in the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to school. Probably about 5 o'clock. I'd be done about 3-4 o'clock.
Right.
And at this time, I had a big ass Cadillac Fleetwood Broom, and I was driving from Ecorse all the way to Ann Arbor,
Right.
and then from Ann Arbor to Canton, where I went to school at, and then from Canton, I was going to Inkster.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I would do this every single day,
Mm-hmm.
every single day with no complaints, even though I was tired. I was tired every single day. And when I got ready to graduate, I got ready to graduate. I got with the police department as a reserve. Then from there, that's how I got to Calumet.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got to Spectrum. Period. I got there, and my whole thing once I got there. Well, even when I was in Inkster, and I got there, my whole thing was I'm just gonna give my all.
Okay.
I'm gonna give everything my all. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done had nothing for a long ass time.
I'm there now.
I done had nothing for a long time, and anything that I get right now, I'm gonna give you my all.
Yes.
So when I got with the reserves, with the police department, the reserves,
Mm-hmm.
I gave it my all.
Wow.
And then when I got to the Spectrum, I really gave it, my all. I didn't know what I was. This is how it was. I didn't know what to expect, but I do know I used to love listening to Ray Lewis speeches.
Yeah. Okay.
The football player Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
I used to love listening to his inspirational speeches, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find a way to incorporate this into the children when we do affirmations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't word for word, but I was gonna find a way to incorporate this, what he had to say, in these affirmations when I work with these kids. They thought I was lame. The kids thought I was lame for the shit. I'm pretty sure the staff thought I was lame for the shit.
They thought you was goofy, but you wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? But what I had to give, like Ray Lewis would say, was, I'm gonna give you my all right here, and I'm gonna leave it all right here too. And whatever I got to give, I'm gonna leave it right here. And that's what I did with those kids at that place, with the staff there, with everything there. I gave everything that I had, and every day I left it right there. So when I ran across you at Spectrum, because I could have been there sooner, but I would have been there on the day shift. And I don't know, maybe it was God telling me, don't take this right now. I didn't want to take it, but it was a confirmation saying, do not take this position right now. Stay where you at. It's no big rush. And then when I finally got the afternoon shift that I felt that suit me the best, and then you was there,
Okay.
and I didn't even know you was there at the time. Like I told you earlier, I didn't know you was there at the time. I was just running around the damn building like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to do whatever, trying to fit in somehow. I just knew I had to do something with the kids. Sit back, I would listen to the kids' stories. Sit back, I would interact with the kids with the therapy sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sit back and just listen to everything. To be honest with you, some of them therapy sessions was for me.
That's right.
Some of them therapy sessions that the kids had,
Yeah.
that was free.
Right.
Them therapy sessions, a lot of them therapy sessions was for me.
For everybody.
I'm like, God damn, that shit,
It's deep, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, that's I'm 30 plus years old, 40 something years old. That shit.
See, Dylan, you okay? I knew you was coming because I'm gonna tell you, Director Stewart picked you. If you didn't know it, Director Stewart, that he had picked you, and he said, "I'm gonna give him the Charles and Barry and all this and that," and he said they ain't about nothing. It's true. I'm gonna be real about him, man, because I'm gonna tell you so. Understand? That Director Stewart, my guy, love that guy, man. We feel the way he still feel, I still deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, he said, "Hey, Rod, you gotta teach the, He's tell Charles that they couldn't teach you. They didn't know. He said you had to teach them, but I know you you have belonged to them. And your spirit, Dylan was funny, just a funny guy. You know, he's just a funny guy and things like that, Joe. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I know about this guy here, though, he will battle with you. Ain't no running. We had people that, man, when stuff break out and everything, look up, it's me and Dylan out there.
Yeah.
That's me and Dylan. But the thing is, though, Dylan sit in a circle, and then we call it the GA process circle with me. And he could talk. Or he could talk, I could talk, and things. This is how we control the violence. And we go to each pod, each unit, and stuff like that. But one thing I want to share, though, that we used to go out and get level meals for them.
I don't think they know necessarily what level meals are. You want to explain exactly what level meals mean?
Level meal is when the kids that had a privilege, they move up from privilege, they move like to a level 2. A level 2 is like a green suit, the level that's been promotion. Okay, and then promoted to it's a merit system. Then you move up to level 3, 4. That's your way of moving to the program. And they had like 7 levels then at the time till they switched it 5, 7. Remember?
Something like that.
Excuse me. So we have listen. We have good days, good night, church, everything. I talk to Dylan and tell Dylan, don't go over there and mess up this, that. I want all kids down. It's just us. It's us. Reality. We are men. If you'll find some nice, pretty women, stuff like this. He over talk with them, this and that. Then it's time to. They go down 7:30 or 8:30 to church.
Something like that.
I say, Dylan. Oh, make sure all the kids down. We have no problem. Let's go to church. I come back from the family big with the food. I got to leave the food right. Dylan! I thought I told you. So that was a good day of the heart. We did understand things like that. Always play with him. Always play with him, man. So I got to write you up. I got to fire you. You remember? And I give him blank paper. And stuff. That was my heart. It was definitely my mind and heart with him, though. But the Calumet thing with us, with the juvenile kids, like you said, he gave all he got in the therapy session. That was for us, and too. It was room for us to grow. But we had to grow as ourselves to teach them and reach them. And that's what we did. Teach one, reach one.
Yeah.
And you, when you came aboard and things like that, you was kind of confused. You're working with Child and Bird on that side. Then you're working with me, Richard. And so they like you said, gang. They thought that was a gang because they were scared of our gang. And Dylan came on over. I'm coming with the smart gang. Y'all do the dumb stuff, all this and that, because they was there for the girls.
Well, yeah, because my thing was when I got there was I need to learn. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I need to learn was the most important thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew how to run groups. I knew how to have a circle. I knew how to hold people, but I needed to learn the management side of it. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't learn the management side of it if I was
railroad around it
or fornicating with all these goddamn women that come in here because they come in here left and right.
Yeah.
They come, they leave, they come, they leave, they come, they leave, they come, in. And it was, at the time I was married, so it wasn't no big deal for me to deal with any, any women whatsoever. My big thing was learning how to deal with these kids. Because when you hear these kids' stories, it ain't their fault.
Yeah, man.
It's their parents' fault.
How they was raised.
Yeah, it's their parents' fault. But, well, of course, if I've been doing it for 15, 16 years, all right, well, now it's on me now. But before the 15, 16 years, all the way to it was your parents, and it's just gonna contribute all the way to this end right now.
It was a dominant trigger effect.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was my big thing. My big thing was not fucking with no females. My big thing was not fucking with trying to get over on nothing. But my big thing, like I said earlier, was giving these kids my all and then leaving it there. Because when you talk to sex offenders, it's difficult not to get your feelings involved with this shit, because you hear shit that your regular individual person would not never hear on a regular basis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You hearing about, you may see somebody say, oh yeah, he got charged with CNC. Mm-hmm. But when you hear the details of that CNC from that individual of that CNC,
people you trust,
you like, God damn.
If people you trust, the father. And
you can't, you can't have your facial expression cannot say goddamn. When you in the circle, you hear somebody say, "Yeah, I penetrated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried to penetrate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just can't." Your facial expression cannot change. You gotta have a straight poker face.
Can't laugh.
No, you can't laugh. You can't get mad.
No. And then a lot of people did. You're right. A lot of staff did that. But see, then I want to share with you too that I was ahead of the game in that their story thing, because I've been in prison. I knew.
Yeah.
So it was no laughing and things like that. My main goal was to what you just said. Especially had to study who did this to his boy, why he's raping these boys, or why he's raping his sister, why his father. It was got little kids coming in behind father bleeding and all that stuff. We had to bring in things like that too. See, it's the same thing. Not all bad people come in shape and size. And what you did, and the grace of God that we did things like that, was like you said, you was the main of our top thing. We was there for the kids. We love the kids. And you did. You love the kids because you know how to talk with the kids. I know how to talk with the kids. Some kids we couldn't talk to, but some kids had to be rock and roll on and things like that. Because these kids would try to whoop. These were strong, crazy kids.
Yeah.
They would whoop you.
Yeah.
They would whoop you. They hit you, try to hit you, all this and that. Oh, no. We are not. We would tell them, put it on them. Put it on them. Yeah, survive. But the thing was, though, as we get through, we have to talk with them in love.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, though, his life is so great right now that we still competitive through life out here now.
You know, and the crazy part with that is, you know, when you say you gotta let these kids know where you're coming from and why this, why that, is that I've actually incorporated that into my everyday life of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With my own kids. You know the reason why this, that, and the third. You know if it's gonna be this and the third. But even if I'm at work, where I work at right now, and I let somebody know what's going on, you know this is the reason why right here.
Right.
You done fucked up, and this is why I'm doing X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And a lot of times people don't understand, like, why are you telling them all this? Because I want them to know where they went wrong at and how they may be able to correct this at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If versus just saying, you know what, you done fucked up, come on with me. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna make this a surprise for you.
Right.
And you're not gonna know anything. No, you're gonna know this up front. I'm gonna let you know this right now. This is why you in this predicament right now, because you this, that, and the third. But that don't mean you can't be better.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? I do that. I take a lot of that shit that we did then, and I do a lot of that shit, and I bring a lot of that shit into my everyday work life. Cause I get a lot of guys that work now that tell me, you talk to them too damn long.
Wow. Yes, sir.
You talk to them long.
Yes, I get that now.
You know what I'm saying? You just too short-tempered to want to put your hands on somebody.
That's patient.
Yeah, you too short-tempered to want to listen to somebody. Sometimes these people just want you to listen to them, and they're going to do whatever you say do.
Right.
But you can't be, your temper can't be this short with people. You got to have patience. You got to be able to listen to somebody. And in the middle of that, you can determine if somebody's bullshitting you or not.
Yeah, that's what they know.
Yeah.
And what you saying, that's true, D. So the thing is, D, that you got to be real with them kids. You got to be real with people. Now, where I'm at now, I share this with you now. Oh my grace, God, it's terrible. I'm there now that I put it there. Job corps.
Yeah.
Listen, they're the ages from 16 to 24. It's not them. I could talk to them, control them. It's our management. No more. Not giving you a chance. Always. So this was God.
Some people just want to check.
That's something. I like what you said. But the people that just want to check they're the ones on the top not trying to teach. They can't teach you.
No.
They can't teach you, reach you. Here's my thing. What you said. I can run circles, and that ain't what I try to do from the top on down because I was trained. I was trained with you. I was trained with Director Stewart and things like that. And you got one person there, man, try to control the whole environment. He want to be involved everything. They talk about everybody and stuff like that. He don't know that, Lord, my tongue is tied, but soon one day before I go and to rest where God, I ask him let me rest and things I want to move away from there, things like that. He gonna get it the right way. And all that stuff, but see, I got a good president. I'm gonna tell you this now, share with you. Got a good president, my guy, Mr. Ingram, supervisor. He's a young guy. He's one of the 4 kings with me.
Right.
And what I mean by 4 kings, that's 4 kings. What the 4 kings is this, not just spiritual and things like that. Don't look at me like that. Look, I had to give myself to God and thank you, Jesus, because the things I was going through, hey, I wasn't gonna make it. I ain't saying the things were getting bad. And Ingram is a young brother, 26 years old. He runs around, but but I was 5.4 walking.
Yeah.
And another person in this too that you're gonna love too. Tony Braff and Elder Braff.
Yeah, I remember Braff. Yeah.
He's 64. He runs around a lot.
Yeah, I remember. I remember he was running around he was running around Spectrum.
64.
Yeah.
And now you got my brother Robert. Ron be with me too. He walks with me too. And you got me. You got me too. So when we get through walking, it takes an hour, 10, 20 minutes, whatever. But now it's a little faster. We've been around there every Saturday, 12 times every Saturday. And I exercise, do more and more. So that's how I procrastinate, losing the weight. And you can see it looking like this. A good time, face small. But it's good. I feel healthy, feel great. So what I'm sharing with you that Saturday, this every Saturday we go out there, we getting ready for the cold, things like we have people to join us. As we get through walking 4 Kings, we walk in separate areas, separate ways. And I pray over Bilal, they pray over Bilal, we pray for all the people around, we pray for the world.
Right.
So we must pray for people.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to get surprised or saying this and saying that. No. Gave myself to Christ and everything too, because the road I went down and down the line to his podcast. Hey, we lost our jobs. Me and you lost our jobs.
Oh yeah.
But God given us a better job and a newer job. But he didn't give me this job because they no good job.
I mean, a job is what you make it.
But
you know what
about
I'm saying?
the hospital though, how we came across the name.
I mean, God gonna put though. I mean, I put it to you like this. I put it to you like this. Jesus had the Last Supper, right?
Yes. Who told you that?
Yeah, man, shit. You see the pictures.
That you going by that?
Man, you can see the pictures. I mean, I ain't going by that, but I can't recite everything that I've heard about, going to church. But I forget who it was that held that Last Supper for Jesus. Jesus was the host. But in that picture, you don't see the host rubbing Jesus' feet.
Oh, no.
Who you see rubbing Jesus' feet in that picture?
The water.
You see a hooker.
Yeah.
It was a lady.
Yeah.
She rubbed his feet.
I didn't even say it.
She washed his feet from her hair. She wringed out her hair and put the water on Jesus' feet and rubbed his feet. She was, as we would call right now, she was a prostitute. That's in the picture of
You okay? You all right, Lord? You all right? Don't strike me.
Her name was Lady Magdalene.
Yes, sir.
She was a prostitute.
That's right.
She washed his feet and she rubbed his feet.
Right.
I forget who the host was at the particular time because I'm not real big into. I'm not a Bible toter per se. Right. But Jesus told him, "You hosted this party. You were supposed to rub my feet. You were supposed to wash my feet."
Right.
She did it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But the regular person would have looked at her and said, "You're just a prostitute. You're just a this.
Judgment.
Yeah.
So who are we to judge people though?
We're not to judge people. We're not to judge people. We're to see people as who they are. But Lady Madeline washed Jesus' feet and dried his feet with her hair.
Okay.
Dried her feet with his hair.
Okay. So
and she wasn't supposed to.
So when we got nothing to how it didn't stop our journey with me and you because we always call it and joke with each other like that. And happened again, good people, hello world. That me and Dylan I got down to Hereford Hospital. Did I get down there for you, or you was already?
No, I was already down there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, they gave you a shitload of walking to do. You said fuck this. You came in. I want to be a supervisor. I want to be a supervisor.
So, as my journey to God, my journey to God, things I was going through at the time, and stuff like that, when I lose another job thing, doing the 5 steps he ordered me to come there to the job. And I was talking to Dylan, come on to security. I said, are you crazy, man? This crazy place, man. And it's there. I said, Dylan, you didn't believe me. I'm out of here. But
I believed you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of walking.
Hey,
I can't do all that goddamn walking.
Now, here's the thing. I wasn't in shape.
I don't give a damn. That's a young person's job.
Yes, it is, dude.
That is a young person. You got to be in your 20s or early 30s to do that damn job.
That was crazy. And then you have a phone. You don't get, listen, you get no break. You get a lunch break. But when you get your break, you're gonna do your 8 hours of work because every 5 minutes. But the thing is, though, how the communication, how God ordered my steps and things now. My steps ordering things now, and for me to look for better and do things. And I'll tell you this, at the Job Corps place too, do the other stuff though. I know that if I can get a person like you, Cunningham, Miss Richard, and Director Stewart. Yeah, I'm just saying, this is we could turn it around. And Bradford, out of Bradford, I'm sorry. We could turn it around. But got some good people, you know, just like I said there. Shout out to my boy, 72 Grand Pretty Boy, Tony. I want you to meet him down the line with the old cars, old school.
Oh, okay.
His name Tony Tone, we call him Leslie Wim, and things like that. I told him about you and things like that. I said, man, you're a funny guy. So I'm doing my recording things I can tell you. This real, I hate to say, but I love everybody. And to say this though, I'm not safe for everybody. I'm safe with this guy here. Tony Brown, you cannot trust. Even though he's drinking that cheap beer right there. And we got a water that costs, I think
it come from Kroger.
Oh my goodness.
It come from Kroger.
So it costs for cooking that cricket.
Hey, whatever the cricket is, it come from Kroger.
Right. So, you know, the thing is though, tell you to share with you the 4 kings. We have to allow every work, and I'm trying to get you out there too, man, because I just want you to live and stuff like so your hands can go down. Look at this man's hands.
What are you talking about?
The glove ain't got nothing on my part.
What are you talking about, man? It's just regular old hands.
Man, them hands worse than Freddy Krueger, man.
They're just regular old
Man,
hands.
just put one of them hands around them kids, man. They say, I ain't got a chance. That nigga out that line. Hey, he used to put his hand around a kid, his hand reach around my neck. But, you know, I just thank the Lord, things like we together in the Calumet situation. We just tell the truth. We lost our job and things like that. But God had plans for you that you couldn't see and I couldn't see it.
We never gonna see the plans that God has for us. Only thing you had to try to do and do your best at, because we're human, is you gotta do your best just to be the vessel.
Yes, sir.
You know, God gonna do all the steering, but for some reason, because we're human, it's things that we want when we want it.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
So when God's being the vessel, sometimes you try to steer this way when God's telling you keep going this way. You know what? I'm gonna let you go over here, cause you're gonna come back to me eventually. Cause you're gonna fuck up, and there's gonna be some shit that you shouldn't have done that I told you not to do. And you're gonna come back to me, and you're gonna get back on this path.
Oh my God, you know what? Dylan, you're almost making me cry. That was me. I tried to do my way, not his way. I really tried to do. I was racing my heart doing my way, thinking money can spend, buy this can do this, do that, and he just, you're not getting this, you're not doing this, you're not getting this, and you right. And now, listen to me, it's real. Please, peace, be still.
Yes.
I learned to be still. I learned to exercise patience. Oh yes, God, I thank you the glory. And I'm still, listen, I'm still asking to deliver you to our finances. Millions and millions of dollars to both of us. Because you know it belongs to God anyway. We're not gonna take it with us.
No.
And I ask for, I'll tell you what I'm asking for. I'm asking for a recreation. I want to run, and I got people in the place, and I'm asking for 2 more banquet halls.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I want to provide jobs and things for the kids. But this one I'm asking my steps order. But I'm really asking too now to come away from the job. Now I just want my finances to be right, so I ain't got to worry. And I want to travel. I don't want to just get ready to die. I mean, you know, I'm just saying that most people that we know, like my family, your family, stuff like that. It's just God says your time, your time. I want to enjoy travel before I get off this earth, and I got work to do. But I know that God said we got work to do. I'm telling you this, we got work to do upon this earth, and that's why He put the 4 kings thing together. We look for a 5th king, just for your health. It don't cost you but an hour. It's just all we look for, and we look for that. But there's coming through and tell you a little about our life. I have a lot of things through life to share with y'all. Some gonna be mean, some gonna be cruel, but as you get to know me, and I did got to know me, things change. I'm a changed man. I had to change myself. I got some work to do. I'm working project with God. He whipping on me, but not for a perfect reason.
No, I mean, God working on all of us. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta be accept that God is working. Shit. To be honest with you, man, I may not be. I know for sure, I ain't the most perfect person. I ain't the most of anything. Yes. But what I do try to do is, you know, I got a lady now. She's in the church.
You got a lady?
Yeah, I got a lady.
She in church?
She's in the church.
Why you not in church though?
I do it online.
What?
I do it online from time. I do it online from time to time.
You hear this?
And I try. You know, I get the word. Don't get me wrong. I go sometime. I go online sometime.
I invite him to my church. So
but
I invite him to my church. He never came yet.
But you know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress. I go to church. I got some suits that I go to church in from time to time. But for the most part, you know, I get online and I go to church because I know I'm gonna doze off.
I'm gonna take my glasses off, Lord.
I'm gonna doze off sometimes.
No, we not gonna have church.
Because it's football season.
That's what I'm saying. We're not gonna have church up here.
Yeah, have church anywhere you want to have church.
I just want to share with him this here's the thing to you, Jill, and things like that. You need to walk that faith and walk that walk with your girl in church. And you'll be. I mean, listen. Mm-hmm. Because Elder Bradford will tell you this and that, man. The Lions is not gonna put money things in your pocket. The Lions not gonna put faith. And God believe. I'm just saying.
They put us in the playoffs.
Yeah, this year. but this year, Lions gonna have a bad year this year. Folks, don't kill me. I'm not a Lions fan, but you say what kind of guy he is. But I'm a Michigan fan. What he got on, But the thing is, though, we're not. I'm just telling you about the thing about we're not putting nobody down. We're just talking. But the thing is, though, Elder Bradford, I can share. I was thrown to myself. I was thrown in the field. Mm-hmm. I was thrown in the field. I was thrown in the field when I lost a job and everything too. And I had a girl. Thought I had a girl with 8 years. 8 years, loved her 8 years, things like that. She called me the devil. She called me the devil. And I was just thrown in the field when I was weak into myself and things like that. Didn't want to go around nobody, things like Elder Bradford, my brother Robert. And they came, and this is a true story, they came and got me. Elder Bradford said, you need to come to a church home. That's what I'm sharing with you. Mm-hmm. And I came to church and everything. Oh, man, I ain't listening to him, man. All they want is my money. Everything turned around, you got to give them money. I mean, and I had to get to where God's going to do that deep. And they go slanging, doing my dance, going over the water. So God got that new thing for me. So you know what? And like the pastor said, it takes long, some people sometimes, because of faith of God. You got to really believe us as patience. And that's me, man. I want something handed to me in a platter and all this and that. I want to show them. But the thing is, he already ordered my step, and I hope my step that I just sharing with you that get you a nice church home, your girl in the church and all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit next to her in church. I ain't gonna know that's your girl and everything too. And then I'm gonna have to show up and you were like, Nick, what?
I see you online.
You see? I see you online like that. So
you know what I'm saying? But look, I mean, it's like it's like you said earlier, man. Everything
happen for a reason.
Takes steps.
Yes.
You got you take steps to,
right.
to everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it was at it, you know, just as an example. I don't want to stay on it too long.
Right.
But it was at one point where I was never going to church, regardless if it was online or in person.
I wouldn't either.
You know what I'm saying? But I have been to church in person quite a few times, and at the same time, I've been to church online. You know what I'm saying? And it's made me it's contributed to me being a better person.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when I look at life as a whole, like I just explained to you earlier with Lady Madeline, you know what I'm saying, as washing Jesus' feet and drying his feet with her hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It made me look at, you know, life a lot different. And I mean, it's a lot of other things that I could recite too, but that was one of the main ones that really got me to like, damn. She didn't, of all the people that was there, all the prophets that was there, everybody that was there that was supposed to have all this gold, and she ain't have nothing. But at the same time, Jesus looked at her for having the most, because you washed my feet with your tears and dried my feet with your hair. And none of these people did anything for me per se.
Wow. Like
that. You know what I'm saying?
Can I share this with you? I look at Ella Brad from my brother Robert the same way.
Yeah.
And believe me, I want to tell you, everybody, and tell you, Ella Brad from the Church of God, they saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, for me to change like this, they really saved my life. I'm telling you guys. Because I don't get angry no more. I think a lot. I want to help a lot. I came to the church home. I go to the church home and things like that. But the thing is, I want to tell you, look at a new changed man. I'm changed. I'm telling you, all the evil in the past and strength. You want to hurt. When we lose a job, you want to hurt people, harm people. That's not me.
I've never seen a harmful person.
I've never one.
I've never seen that part. You know it. Other people may know it. I don't know it. All I know is you, for who I know you, for who I know you to be, and for what I know you to be, regardless of what anybody else has ever said, has always been somebody helpful, somebody resourceful.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody who, you know, when it was time to take care of business, took care of business.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I've never witnessed this bad part that you say. I ain't denying and saying that it's never happened. I've just never witnessed that individual because the individual that I know, the individual that I know of has helped create a part of me who I am today. Okay. When it comes to dealing with people that I deal with on a regular basis, as far as verbally de-escalating somebody, right, as far as trying to relate to other people on their level, right, as far as trying to give somebody, you know, the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying, letting somebody know, okay, you know you fucked up, so this is what's gonna happen to you now. Yeah. But before you fuck up, if you fuck up, this is what's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna be surprised. It's not going to be a shock to you because I already told you. Okay. You know, and that was one thing, you know, working with you and dealing with you when it came to dealing with the kids. Them kids were never surprised. Yes. They was never shocked. Yes. I told you this was going to happen. And not only did I tell you, but I was able to put it into fruition too. I ain't make no empty promise to you. I ain't make no empty threat to you. Everything that I ever did, I told you I would do.
Yeah.
So you would never be surprised on anything that ever happened because of your behavior, regardless if it was positive or if it was negative.
Yes,
And I told you this would happen. You would never be shocked, but you run across a lot of people like, no, don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them.
yeah.
So
It's
then,
scared.
yeah, because what's gonna happen now is that now you're gonna trick.
Yeah.
All right, well,
And
you gonna
people used to fear that.
Yeah.
I used to say let him trip.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, Dylan. I used to say let him trip, and I'm gonna stay. I'll sit down in the chair.
Right.
I'll sit down in the chair and say let him trip. No, he get to tripping. It's showtime. Put it on him.
Yeah.
But we wasn't there to hurt, to harm them.
No.
We was there, like you said, I like what you said. Dylan, I was not going to church on this day. When I was going to the church, they said, one priest said, I thought I had old Leroy. Yeah, you thought you had me, though, didn't you? But, I know it's funny. So then, but see, I wasn't too. I'm not, one thing I'm telling you and I'm saying this to you, I like when we talk. We never down people. I never down people. You choose your own religion. People, I never go down you, whatever. I'm just telling you the feeling that I have. I have a wonderful feeling now, and I never had this feeling. Once I get up in the morning, then working afternoon, I get up in the morning, I walk 2-3 miles at this park and things. This is new, this is my life, and I just said, God, you order all this? And you get up in the morning,
Yeah.
grabs me up. So it's people on there in the court, and they can't walk, they walk for help, breathe, and all that stuff, and things like that. I pray over the whole thing with them, and listen, I stopped. One man told me, hey, when we get to heaven, we ain't gotta do all this work. I said, man, I better get to heaven. You know what I'm saying? So I just sharing with you things like that. Better we sharing the life of the Calumet and the Lincoln Day of the juvenile system. That we was there for the kids.
Yeah.
And things that you could tell that you could put me, you, and the other people. You could put us with any recreation center. We were running right, and we would create a lot of things with Elder Bradford things. But I have 3-4 kings that I'm trying to put together with me, and my boy Tony Tone, it goes by like Pretty Boy Tone, 72 grand Pretty Boy Tone, that he got old cars and things like that. He got a lot of old cars and videos and things too, and he got colognes and things, and YouTube and things too. And then part of that, I told him about you. I was afraid, so I'm sharing with people. They say you're not afraid of nothing. I said, I was thinking I ain't gonna do no podcast with this guy. Hey man, please, they're gonna kill me. And Tony, my boy Tony Tone said, and things like that, said it'd be great, man. Go check him out and say like there might be new changes for you with your man, things like that. Because he said, sure, I got a lot of stories, some real stories, some good ratings gonna come with this, with you and us. But the thing, you do your thing, whenever I want to have any guests and things like that. We talked about the good stuff, man. It's some bad side, but the bad side, but look at me. I just ain't even got little and lost the weight. I'm a changed man. I want you to know that. I know I'm glad you didn't see the bad side of me. Things like I didn't want to show. I'm not even bragging about the bad side. I want that bad dream. I want down the good side too to say we helping people.
That bad side had to happen. That bad side had to happen for you to say, nah, this ain't me. It had to happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny who you were or what you did or what you didn't do, because all that builds character into you today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just imagine had none of that bad shit ever happened. You may not know who you are today.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You may think that you somebody that you're not.
Yes, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never had a bad day in your life. You never did anything in your life. I don't know who the fuck I really am.
When I was going through everything and stuff, staying in my room and stuff, I was taking care of my hygiene still. I was getting out of bed doing this stuff, but my son and everything too, he was saying, Daddy, calling me, my daughter, my daughter done play a big part of my life too. And thing. Like my daughter, I love all my kids and everybody, but Letitia and Kelly too, my daughter Kelly and things like that too. They were called and inspiration that. But one thing, Dylan, we're gonna say, and everybody in the world need to hear this. Everybody's gonna go through something. Yes, you is. And whether you're not, it's like death. Everybody's gonna die one day, but you're gonna tell you're not ready. But when you go through something, you better be ready because some people can't handle it. I can tell you a little bit of it. I couldn't really handle it, but how I couldn't handle it, and God, I couldn't handle it, and then I had a roof over my head, food, clothing, a new truck, another vehicle truck. I mean, that's material stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't praise him what God did for me. He said, you already got that. I'm looking at new stuff that I want a van. Oh, I'm gonna get me a G-Wagon and all that. So I said, no, you're not. You're not getting nothing now. So everybody's about to go through something.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through something. You went through your thing the same way. We went through it. And more, man, brother, I know what you feel. You just, tell me. I can see tears in your eyes now. Don't cry. Don't cry, but I know what you went through. I went through it too, man, but I wasn't ready. You weren't ready. We never ready.
No, you're not ready when it hits you, but you got to get ready once it's, once this doesn't happen, because because I'm a firm believer that God giveth and God taketh.
Yes, He will.
You know what I'm saying? I remember I'm just gonna share a small part of this. At one point, I mean it's this lyric by Tupac. This lyric by Tupac. Got evicted from the burbs or whatever. I can't remember exactly how it is, but I got evicted from the burbs. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in Belleville. I had a wife, kids, lived in Belleville. Like I told you before, I went from making $23 an hour to making $9 an hour. My wife, she at the time, she couldn't do everything by herself.
That's right.
So we ended up getting, evicted.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went to my grandmother. She went to her mama. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been away from my kids.
That's right.
At this time, I had never been away from my kids. It was the hardest thing I ever had to. It was the hardest thing I ever had to go through. Because I could not never remember a time that I woke up in the morning or the early part of the afternoon, depending on what shift I worked, that my kids wasn't coming home or wasn't already home.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I had to get used to, for like 6-7 months, of my kids not being home or not coming home at no point where I was at. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it part of that, it did something to me. Right. For me to want to, that's one of the reasons why I ended up going back to school, because if I lose this job, I want to be able to stay in this field and do this over here and still do this shit, other than I lost this job and I got to find a whole nother job, doing something totally different I don't like, don't care about. And that was my motivation. Shit, God gave it to me. I guess I took it for granted and didn't appreciate it when I had it. And then when He took it from me, I'm like, I got to get this back. And I did everything possible to get this back.
It don't work that way.
No, it don't work. It don't work that way. But it's gonna put a fire under your ass to get shit done.
That's right.
To get your family back.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. And that even led up to working with Spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Shit, ain't nobody gonna take shit away from me no goddamn more.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody gonna take anything from me, it's gonna be because our cause to be taken away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, I never let nobody take anything from me unless it was my fault or my own.
But the thing is too, though, I want you to understand too, that it's gonna be God to take things away from you.
Yeah.
So it won't. Don't worry about. We're not gonna worry about who take things. I ain't gonna let nobody take them, but you gotta do righteous. You gotta be a righteous man. And
at that time, I wasn't as righteous as I thought I was.
There you go. So we still be righteous, but things do happen.
Yeah.
The main goal that me and you talk about too is, I like the way you shared things like that, and the opposite that, like I said, I had things taken away too. I tell you about the kids and things like that, but I never shared with people because people talk too much. So like the lady I was with for 8 years calling me the devil. she called me the devil. You know, she women I lost the job, that man, this and that she wanted this, wanted that. And then he turned around, God said, no. And Raph, you know devil, they laugh. You know devil.
Yeah.
So the thing is that we walk that walk, talk that walk, and the spiritual to help you that what we did the Calumet or Lincoln days is walk the walk with the kids, teach the kids, have programs with the kids and things like that. And then I appreciate that you know, you came into my life and things like that too, but for real. I really do, because it's been two people, you get a lot of people that didn't like Sherrod. But here's the thing, they didn't know, they didn't get to know me. They didn't know who I'm not even that way. I'm a giving person.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, some people they had even spirit, I couldn't let them get in my heart. But now I know, I didn't know people of the world, but everybody, I didn't know that I got to let people in your heart and so they can see the best in you. And I didn't because I had to guard things up because of the streets thing, this thing, and hard nose and understand. That's not me. Say something hard to me to you, I didn't really mean it. Let me go back and talk with kick with you, but now I like to do that. You can see it's a change in me.
Yeah.
I can't see it. You can. I could never see that like now. I couldn't see really that I was losing weight. I got on the scale and everything I was doing and it was making me mad, fluctuate, go down. But it really it shows everything. So I've been getting in shape. I feel better and everything too, man. Hey, man, you have to watch out. I'm a machine now, so I'm talking about machine. Hey, you say hi to a lady, better say hi to me. I'm 20 years old. That's just a prime example. But the thing is, though, man, I came to you today, podcast with you today to get on the thing. Hey, it was a good choice. I came, and he invited me there. He invited Louis Sherrod with him, and really, I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. To everybody that probably hear this podcast and you hear things like that, man, just the faith of God is in me, and just not just that. If I did anything wrong, said anything wrong to anybody, things like that, I always say, hello world. Even the guy, like I told him, we worked with young Larry Edwards and things like that, man, you know, at the time, I wasn't thinking, man. I never hate nobody or think nothing like that. It just like a person then. But the thing is, he was a young guy and things like that. But I just said, not just throwing the name out there. It's more people get in line. There's more people get in line. But the thing is, though, get to know me, Dylan. You did. Yeah. You got to understand me. You work with me. But the thing was, though, gangster mentality, man. God said, you ain't no gangster.
Let's just say, for shits and giggles, let's just say you was this gangster or whatever like that. The one thing you can't deny is like a bond. If you bond with somebody, you can't deny that. You just bond with that individual. You just got you just got so many similarities with this individual, or you may not even have too many similarities with the individual, but you understand the individual so much that you form a bond with.
Yes.
And you can't deny that bond no matter what somebody else may say.
That's right. That's true.
This person is this person, well, that person ain't been that to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This person, that same person you talk about as being this much better in my life than what you can think of, because I think that's what people get caught up on so much all the damn time is going off of what somebody else say that will determine if you like this person or not. Well, why don't you get to know this individual before you decide not to like this individual versus going off of what everybody else has said?
Yeah, you touched some basic points, and everybody should understand. I don't like Sherrod. Okay, you don't like Sherrod. I don't. Then they're saying at the time, you know, they're saying the enemy, the devil towards me. They don't like me because he don't like me.
Yeah.
That's how my life been and stuff like that. We've been surrounded and like that, and that's why I remove myself. I remove myself this year for a whole year around everybody, and it's not just because of that, to get my not righteous thing. Because people, brother God, I love what he just said. A lot of people in my life, they didn't like me, and I didn't care. I didn't care. It didn't bother me. They didn't, but I knew I valued them, and I shouldn't be valuing on people. I don't like Sherrod. I don't like Dylan. I don't like this. They don't like it. I used to tell people, they don't like you either. Don't care. They don't like you either. You don't supposed to say that, Sherrod. They don't like you either. And then you have staff and things to be saying Dylan this and Dylan like this. So I would tell him, but I would say, man, and I say, I always say Stewart, I rock with Dylan. He said this today. Rex, I rock with Dylan. He said it today, man. Seriously, Dylan, my man. We can call him now. He'll tell you, but the thing is, though, man, things happen for a reason, and we do understand what happened. And then to turn around on me, I called you too, and that's what happened to me. Where I'm still talking to you, and you know what happened? People don't call. Listen, we supposed to call one another, no matter what situation it is. We supposed to pray for one another, and we supposed to enlighten one another. But we don't do that. When what happened to you and stuff like that, man, I stayed talking to you.
Yeah,
everybody disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? That was the that was the most I don't know the right word to say for it, but that was the most, I don't want to say encouraging, but that was like one of the most peaceful things of going through that situation, for people to, just like, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm this. I'm that. All right, cool. I don't need your money. I don't need your. I don't need a lot of damn things. But the one thing about being human is, are you all right? How you doing? You good? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that matter the most, at least to me. But I would think what matters the most to any individual that goes through anything or don't go through anything is, how you doing?
That's right.
How you feeling?
That's right.
Where you know what I'm saying? You want X, Y, and Z? I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Something.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen all around the world.
Yeah.
No matter, like you said, whatever we go through and shit and things like that. And I don't want nobody. I didn't want nobody to call me. I reach out to, and that's what's wrong with this and that too. Everybody really, and people was trying to reach out to me, and I wouldn't reach out or nothing like that. But what you just said, hey, I call you and everything, I still joke with you.
Yeah.
I know what you go through. And then I called you, you called the other day, I said, man, you don't like me no more. What's going on, man? Because I make an effort, I will call you.
You know what the crazy part was? All BS aside, I think your ears was ringing because for like, I don't know, probably about like 3 days beforehand, maybe 5 days beforehand, I had in my mind, I gotta call Rod. I'm gonna call Rod. I gotta call Rod. But for some odd reason, life happens and shit like that. And it's in my head to do this. And then next thing you know, here go the phone call. Here go the phone call. Your ears must have been ringing. That's just a saying, ears ringing. But that's a sign of God saying, all right, call this individual.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? See what's going on with this individual. Because to be honest with you, all BS aside, I have been meaning to call you beforehand. But it's like every single day I'm doing 14 and 16 hours a day. And somehow, sometimes shit get past me. All right, I'm going to do it today. 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 You know what I'm saying? And when you call, I don't know, because your ears ringing, God told you, make this phone call. He kept telling me to do it, but I kept ignoring it. Not ignoring it, but I kept not doing it. Right. And then you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me call my man, because, it's... I'm working with, like I said, I'm working at the job course with Supervisor Young Ingram, and things like that. And Tone, my boy Tony, 72 grand, pretty boy. And we laugh, I put on the show. I keep them guys laughing. They see a gift and always see a gift. And say, I just see that I've been had this gift, but I don't really too much care about saying this, saying that, but they say like Rod, and they be recording me a lot. They got a lot of stuff recording
Yeah.
me. So then there's sometimes like the blues or whatever things like that. I just call. I make calls to people. I make calls for you, things like that. But people, for you, you still have to reach out. You still have to reach out, and I gave you a example. You got to reach out, still call people too,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know, you got to still call me, whatever. We ain't got to have no prayer or stuff like that. But call and reach out to me, say how you doing,
Right.
this and that. So I come in here today with you now, man, and I'm telling you, I'm like a new man. It feels so good. Check a lot, but I'm not done because I'm gonna make everything disappear. Cause I just want. Careful, they call me. They everybody don't get your scanning on me. You got to understand that like about being skinny. Like that, it's about health reasons, diabetes and things.
Yeah.
See, people weak and heard the diabetes and stuff. But I could have been good on diabetes and still can if I do the right thing. I get off these pill things, keep losing weight, eat, and get off of this stuff. But I'm really to go turn around. And I just got to reach out. You got to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't reach out and talk with nobody, you know what's going on. Hateful, you go through hateful things with people and things. I love my brothers and sisters and stuff. I really love my brothers and sisters. But some brothers and sisters don't still want to be together. And that's how I feel, be together thing. And then you give them a chance, and everybody tell you life is too short, this and that. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I still love them, just love people from a distance, but never be me.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello when you see them, how you doing? Well, you got to spend time with them. But you're supposed to.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know that exact. You know, I know how that exactly is. You know, 110%. You know what I'm saying? It's people in my family that I don't talk to on a regular basis, but I do know at the same time. I gotta reach out to you, see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? I know we never, ever going on no vacations together. We ain't hanging out together, but me being who I am, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a real big on Bible toting, but it's, you know, the Bible says, you know, honor thy mother and honor thy father and live a long life.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I gotta, and I have to honor that, regardless of the matter. I gotta honor, you know, my mother's a real big piece of my life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mom still living?
Yeah, she's still living.
Lord, yeah.
You know, she's a real big part of my life.
Thank you. Yes.
You know, but at the same time,
Thank you.
you know, my father, we got our own type of bond.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I gotta honor our father.
That's right.
I can't be like, I ain't never talked to you ever again.
That's right.
Because God says, honor thy mother and honor thy father, live a long life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to live as long as I can, even though it's gonna be too short, regardless of how long I live it.
That's right.
Regardless of how long I live, it's still gonna be too damn short. But at the same time, I have to do that.
How we say, gone too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I have to do it, but I gotta do it on my terms, on my way. You know what I'm saying? And let it go from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's true. So you know you go in the right direction. We go in the right direction.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But just keep your faith and things like that. Like you said, you got to be ready when you're ready. And things, but don't wait too long, because Jesus Christ is coming back for us.
yeah, no, I talk to him all the time.
I like to see you at the gate, and then
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one who's like, blue. No, they think I want to. I gotta go, big dog. I told you, but you know,
Yeah,
but I would
yeah.
share. No, I would share if I had to and things like that. Be real with you. If I had to go that way and say, Lord, I had to step back now and just got to be with Him and stuff like that. Some people say, nah, I want that for you. I would take a bullet for them with you. I want to be righteous.
Right.
I want to be fair with you. Okay, if I share, I just want to share things with you. If I have it, I ain't gonna forget where I came from. But now I know what it is to share the wealth with people. And Daniel said, I'm warning my step. I'm not there. But here's the thing: I do have a pot to piss in. Some people don't have a pot.
No, they don't.
And I thank God for what He done. I thank God what He's going to do.
Yeah.
So these are things that I collaborate on and saying with you, and that change had came,
Mm-hmm.
and I always played the song, and the song, you know, this was my boy Sam Cooke, Born by the River.
Oh yeah.
Change gotta come.
Yeah,
So,
change gotta come.
Right.
It's
So,
inevitable.
right.
It's gonna come.
It's gonna come. So you gotta believe in and have the faith. Though.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
said, you got your woman now and everything too, and then you treat that queen. You treated the queen correctly. And you already know, like you've been married and things, and we've been married and stuff like that. Then change coming and see now. Then you meet. I'm just saying, you meet other people. Some people they don't have your interest.
No, they don't have your best interest.
See, the devil girl I was with had interest in what she could get.
Yeah.
And I protected you. You don't know. I had a lot. You're not getting all this.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to bring. See, people. You got to bring things to the table.
Yeah.
You ain't really had to match, but you had to show a person that you do love me.
Right.
And I do love you, but you can't seem to try to get what you get. If I can't get it, and like this, that I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't have to do this for me. You don't have to do this for me. I do it for my heart. And at the time, I was just doing devil's thing, thinking about the person. But you know what, man? I'm gonna exercise patience. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be great.
Right.
And I want you to be greater too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, thank God just for this day, for us to come and talk together.
Yeah.
And if y'all hearing, you hear now, I'm a changed man for real. And that's all I keep telling you, I'm a changed man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it's so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I have peace. I have peace now. I don't worry. I sleep good and all this and that. Get up on work. The only thing get me up when I worry about about that job. But Lord take me there because the kids. I go just for the kids. I don't.
Yeah.
You can hear this and all this. I don't go for y'all because you're not righteous. You got to be the top. Got to be right. Then the bottom be right.
Right.
You got to have enough people, enough employees to work there. You want to beat the. I've been through that. Y'all don't know. You want to beat staff. Already staff. I have 47, 48 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Then when something go wrong, it's Master P. It's your fault. It's your fault. So that's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, brother. But God's gonna order my steps. I'm gonna be gone. I'm asking him to put me. It might be a worse place, but just move me on.
Mm-hmm.
And I want better money. I just gotta.
You know, man.
Keep it real.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and conclude it, but
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, I'm happy to everybody that's joined in on off the clock with Mo, and everybody that's got something out of this. I don't think, matter of fact, I know this isn't gonna be the last time that we ever have another podcast. I've learned so much from this guy in the past.